Hey everyone, it's Mindy from the OG Sports Network. Welcome to another episode of 17 Major League Baseball picks and predictions. If you aren't really familiar with how this goes, I have a Major League Baseball model. I then compare that model to Vegas opening lines. And then from there, we get a confidence factor because we track all of these plays, wins or losers. Yeah, wins and losses. And then, of course, we go ahead and report that confidence factor back at you. It's been a long day. What can I say? All right. Hopefully, you guys are ready and that you got some winners yesterday. Let's get you some more here today. Let's bring it to the stage. The baseball model. Here it is. We'll give you 17 of them: sides, totals, confidence factor, score prediction, the whole works. Let's get going. All right, Diamondbacks versus Cleveland Guardians. Game number 1. Looks like we have Brandon Pfaadt on the mound. 3 ERA over his last 3.97 this season versus Ben Lively, 4.18. A little bit elevated over the 3.42, but not too shabby. This Guardians bullpen has been exceptional. They're averaging 1.18 runs less than the Diamondbacks over the last 5 games. I mean, that bullpen has been getting it done at an ERA of 2.76. That Guardians offense are hitting the ball around here pretty good. 990 is slugging percentage, and their on-base percentage is 200 more points than this Diamondbacks team. Let's go ahead and take the Cleveland Guardians on the run line. We'll take them plus the 1.5 runs, even though we do have Cleveland winning outright. The better play for us, though, is going to be the 59.9%. We'll get ourselves a winner on game number 1 with the Cleveland Guardians. Next up is going to be our VIP play of the day. This one is going to be between the Cubs and the Twins. We have Joe Ryan versus Assad. Who is it going to be? All you got to do is go to our multi-capper site, ogcappers.com. You can find in the All Cappers tab our VIP section. You can then go ahead and purchase this pick. And when you do, make sure you use this promo code OG20 to save you 20% off at checkout. You can also pick up some other hot plays today by our other awesome cappers that are out there. They are also super hot. They give you selections like guaranteed best bets, 3 games, 5 games, or 7-game packs. Also multi-day packs in there as well. So make sure you go ahead and pick up one of these pick packages here today. All right, let's do it. All right, we have the Houston Astros versus the Texas Rangers. Another wild one here again today, or yesterday, I should say. Kikuchi, he doesn't have those 3 starts yet for the Astros that I like to look for. We kind of look like it's going to be more of a bullpen game. We kind of see first 5 innings what the Texas Rangers have been scoring here. And then we have Urena on the mound for the Rangers, averaging, 8.38 in the short term over his last 5 games, 3.7 ERA here this season. The Astros offense is still not scoring a bunch. They're still 1.5 runs less than their season average, 4.5% lower right now. The offense is 9.3% lower than their league average. That is that current thing that you see, all of those offensive statistics, batting average, runs scored, slugging, all those kind of good things. The Astros offense sitting at 213. Rangers offense, on the other hand, hitting the ball around pretty good, 803 slugging. Right now, the Rangers offense is actually 19.4% higher than the Astros over the last 5 games. We have the Astros winning this one 5-4, but we are going to take the Rangers here on the run line. We'll take the 1.5. This one comes in at 60.6% of the time. All right, Sox versus Athletics. So we have Martin on the mound, 7.11, elevated. That's all you can say. He's just elevated. Versus Estes, he's 5.73 over his last 5, also elevated over that 4.77 ERA this season. Right now, the A's bullpen getting it done, 2.455 runs less over their last 5 games in the late innings. This White Sox offense, we know that their batting is down 2.8% over their season average, which isn't great to begin with. White Sox offense is down 9.9% lower on that offensive impact category. And then, of course, the White Sox offense, they're batting 188. We know they're bad. Everyone knows they're bad. Let's go ahead and take the A's on the run line. We'll lay it here today. We'll say, hey, we can beat you by 2 in this one. Have them winning 6-4 over the total. Even though it's one of those that the 225, right? That would be our best one. But we'll give you the second best, which is their run line, the 47.9, if you don't want to play that 225, say in a big money line parlay, something like that. But let's go ahead and take the A's on the run line. All right, Angels and Yankees looks like going to be game one. Hopefully we got all these pitchers correct. We have Daniel 8.31. That's elevated over that 4.9. It looks like he's up against Gill 2.35. He's under his 3.2 this season. The Yankees offense 2.8% higher right now, averaging 5.67 runs per game over their last three. Yankees offense is 12% higher in all of those offensive impact categories. Run scored, batting average, all that kind of good stuff. They're also scoring 2.67 more runs than the Angels over the last 5 games. That Yankees offense is batting 6.4% higher than just this Angels team alone. We're going to go ahead and take the Yankees here on the run line. Have them winning by 3, a 6-3 score over that total. We'll take them on the run line, though. That one comes in at 58.5%. It's a given, of course, that we like the Yankees just on the money line. All right, game 2, Diamondbacks and Guardians. It looks like we have Rodriguez on the mound. He's coming back from injury versus Carrasco, 5.65 over his last 3, a little bit elevated from the 5.53 overall. We talk about these Guardians pitchers that they've been getting it done, right? The pitchers are 1.03 less than this Diamondbacks pitchers. And we know the offense has been playing good, 791 on-base slugging. Let's go ahead and go over the total in this one. We have it coming in at 60.8% of the time in overplay. It's sitting at 8.5 from the books, but we have it way over at 10, 5-5 game. Let's go over the total. All right, Padres, Pirates. We have King on the mound, Dylan, that's for sure, 1.86 ERA over his last 5, 3.26 here this season. Gonzalez on the mound for the Pirates, 5.25 over his last 5 games, 3.72 ERA this season. Pirates offense right now, 4.5% higher than their season-long averaging. They've been capitalizing on some opportunities here as of late. Not so much there yesterday, but the Pirates offense is 9.6% higher than their league average right now. And of course, the Pirates, 865 slugging, 3.9% higher than the Padres here over the last 5 games. Let's take the Pirates on the run line. I still have the Padres winning 5-4. We'll take the 1.5, and it comes in at 60.6, the highest on the board here on this game. All right, the Reds, they've been just kind of whooping up here on this Marlins team. We have Andrew Abbott on the mound, 3.91, a little bit elevated from his overall, but not too bad, 3.41. Looks like we have Mr. Beloso. He has a 3.6 ERA over his last 3, 4.2 season. Marlins offense right now, they're hitting 4% higher than their season average. The offense is hitting, slugging the ball around, not too bad, 798. Let's go ahead and take the M's, the Marlins on the run line. I have this one a tie score, 4-4. But the run line, it is 57.1% of the time they will be victorious here in this spot, getting the run at plus 125 on the money line. All right, Giants and Nationals. Man, the Nationals put it to them yesterday, but we have Snell. Look out for him. 0.55 ERA over the last 3, 4.29 overall versus Mr. Irvin. 6.43 over his last 3 games, 3.56 this season. Giants pitching, they've been doing okay as of late until yesterday. We don't know what happened there. But the Giants offense, they can hit the ball pretty well. We all know that, 822. They're averaging 1.66 more runs than the Nationals still in this last 5-game series. And the Giants offense is actually 16.5% higher than the Nationals. If we just kind of take an overview of how it's been, not just one game. But we'll go ahead and take the run line here with the Giants. Now, I know it doesn't really show it, right? But we're going to lay the 1.5 runs here. We have this one a 5-4 game, but there's some rounding that's involved. So that's why that scoring total looks a little bit wonky. The play here is still going to be on the run line. Of course, we'll take the Giants here minus the 160, but let's get a little bit of plus money. Having the Giants win by 2 comes in at 64.6% of the time. All right, Orioles and Blue Jays. Trevor Rogers on the mound, coming back from injury versus Francis. He has a 5 ERA over the last three, 5.64 for the 2024 season. That Blue Jays offense, they continue to show that they are hot after that little bit of lull around the All-Star break. Let's go ahead. I have the Orioles winning 6-5, but let's take the run line here with the Blue Jays. It comes in at 59.8% of the time that this will be the play. Let's take the Blue Jays, stay with the hot team here at home. Brewers totally crush the Braves. I don't know what's happening with this Braves team. It's crazy. Hopefully this is the day, though. I mean, we keep saying that. It seems like Freddie Peralta, though, he's been struggling a little bit. 3.63. Elder got pushed into Sale's spot yesterday. So now Sale, here he is, 2.7 ERA, 2.71 for the season. Definitely staying steady. This Braves bullpen has been outstanding. They've been at a 2.86. So if we have good starting pitching, plus we have a great bullpen, hey, this is going to be the day here for the Braves at home to get this win. Peralta struggles every once in a while. I have a 3-3 game. Our home teams, though, average about 5% more or higher victories, I guess, win percentage than the visiting team. Yeah, that's what I meant to say. Let's take the Braves on the money line. Game 2 here for the Yankees and Angels. Angels have Fulmer, 3.75. He's been steady at 3.69 this season. We have Mr. Warren on the mound for the Yankees. He's sitting at 6.75. Right now, it's one of those that this is going to be a big number for the Yankees to try to come back and get game 2. Can they do it twice? We think we can definitely get it done game 1. We're going to say, hey, the Angels are going to keep it close here based off of these numbers. We're going to take them on the run line. We have a 4-4 game here. We'll take the 1.5 runs with the Angels in game 2, looking for a little bit of a let up by the Yankees. It comes in at 60.5%. Angels get game 2. All right, Rays and Cardinals. They stayed under yesterday. Looks like they're going to do it again. Taj Bradley on the mound, 1.44, 2.71 ERA versus Fedde, new pitcher. Second start for them here this season. We'll see how he does. The Rays offense, they tend to struggle to score. They got in close there yesterday, but we're a little bit late. Couldn't quite make it. Came up one short. But the Cardinals offense, they're also batting 4.5% lower than their season-long average. Cardinals offenses right now is 15.3% lower in that offensive impact category over like their last 5 games. They're only hitting 200. Let's go ahead and go under the total here again. We have the Rays winning outright 3-2, but that's only a 5. That's way under 7.5. Let's take the under. All right, here it is, our text play of the day again. It's Crawford versus Reagans, another good one with my Royals. So go ahead and send me a text. Text the word win, WIN, to 223-203-1821, and we will get you this play. It comes in at our second highest, 74.9% of the time. This will be the play in this spot. Go ahead and shoot us over a text. We'll get you a free play in your pocket here every day. All right, Mets and Rockies. Blackburn, don't have him as any pitching yet, coming back from injury. We have Feltner, 3.03 over his last 3, 4.97 for this season. The Mets bullpen, 1.68 lower than the Rockies right now. The Mets here are coming off a big showing here against the Rockies yesterday, and the Rockies offense is 12.3% lower than the league average. Rockies offense right now only batting 197 over their last 5. Let's take the Mets here on the money line, minus 165. With our variance comes in at 59.0%. Let's take the 5-4 victory to the bank. Detroit versus the Mariners at T-Mobile. Skubal on the mound, 2.97 over his last 3, 2.57 overall versus George Kirby, 2.08, 3.04 this season. Let's take the Mariners here on the money line. The Tigers offense right now, they're still 7.6% lower than the league average and runs scored and all that kind of good stuff. The Mariners offense have scored 2+ more runs than this Detroit Tigers team. I know they're kind of struggling here a little bit, but we're going to go ahead and take the Mariners here on the money line. And our last play of the day is going to be this Phillies versus Dodgers team. Again, we have Phillips from the Phillies, 3.39, 4.39 this season. Gavin Stone, 6.41 over his last three, 3.63 ERA over this season long. Dodgers offense right now, 3.8% higher than their season average. They're also capitalizing on opportunities. They like to put up a 6 spot in most of these games over their last 5. Dodgers offense right now is 12% higher on their offensive impact. All of those fun offensive categories: run scored, batting average, on base, slugging, all those. The Dodgers offense right now, they're hitting 5.4% more than this Phillies team. All right, you guys, that is all I have for you today. Hopefully we found you some winners. We can find you some consensus. Make sure you check out Bo's video series. He always has some plays out there, so you can find even more consensus. Also, Solo has a couple football games here for you. So make sure you check out his preseason selections. All right, you guys, have a great one. Bye-bye.